Hello folks, welcome to a Walkie talkie. And because I've had previous experience in this art form, I feel that it is crucial to actually stand up and speak. Rosie Jones, comedian, right? Every so often there's a new generation, and another one dies, right? And that's just, it's just a way of life, really, you know. Ooh, shit. Don't cross while doing walkie-talkies, must remind myself. Anyway, so, yeah. Like, my generation could easily be described as a 2013 to 2018 generation. And when we wanted to give comedy a try, we didn't go to any workshop for 6 weeks. We went up to a venue who was doing like comedy within a bar and speak to the MC or the manager or whatever, and you'd be given your 5 minutes to try if you're funny or not. And it would be very explicit to actually indicate if you were funny or not, because you would be told to either come back for another spot, or you'd be given reasonably easy to understand feedback. That was it. And that's how I got to comedy for just over 5 years. And then just as I was leaving comedy, everyone and a dog became aware of the Wish It Wanted Do It Club. You know, turn up for 6 sessions at this kind of workshop, and then be given space at quite reputably nice venues. Right? Have your name on the roster for very, very high esteemed shows. Right? And it has been known, just turn up at the venues at times, don't contribute, don't nothing, and you'll get your spots of your dreams. There have been people in these Wish It Wanted to Do It that have actually taken the experience and actually really did use it in a very good way. Right? And a wee bit further on, Generation Rosie Jones. And she's gone around telling people that have been time established performers that they're doing their performance all wrong, and they can't say this and they can't say that, they can't say the next thing, they can barely breathe, you know, literally, like, it's like telling the bus driver how to drive a bus, yet you don't even have a provisional. You know, that's how sad we're dealing with. Right? That's just unfortunate way things are going. And to be honest, one or two people have asked in the past, would I ever return to comedy? Absolutely not. It's not the generation for me anymore, and also it's not the climate. I can probably agree with others, but 2013 to 2018 were probably one of the most fun times to be. You know, you could be really creative, but now comedy is kind of in rot at this minute. Not very many venues, dick jokes, anti-Trump, anti-Brexit, anti-reform is about as it's going to get. Right? Oh yeah, and these current day comedians as well, they think berating their exes off is funny, reading their cease and desist letters off to the stage is funny, berating their art form peers is funny, And what climate would that ever be described as funny? Yeah? I just don't see it. Right? If you got beef with people, keep it out with the stage. If you had legal documents served, keep them in the house. If you have had a bad time with your ex, keep it to yourself, no one cares. You know, that's a common clicker thing. So general summary, dick jokes, I hate Donald Trump, I hate Brexit, I hate reform, slagging exes off, slagging peers off, reading cease and desists. That is not comedy, in my opinion. And it would be a highly awkward experience for the audience. You're meant to entertain the audience, not make it feel awkward. And when I did, especially one night, not as in one, but like one type of night, we were highly encouraged to arrive before the show starts at 8 and see it right away through to 11. And you know, you got to see, you know, starting off their career, people continuing their career, what you call headliners that have clearly mastered their art, and you were able to interface with all levels at all times. It was really, really good, actually. And it wasn't like, you know, taking tips off somebody. How do you do that? How do you do that? No, it was actually genuine, polite networking between all levels. It was really, really good. Right, that night itself kind of came into an end April 2018, but it was literally a benchmark. And yeah, very, very occasionally you'd hear bits and pieces needing to be called out and dealt with, and that was dealt with very, very quickly. You know, I'm talking about myself as a fly in the wall. I had no involvement, but I could see it was dealt with professionally. But these nights, I wish it wanted to do it. Stuff like that gets left to ruminating, to be honest. It's very, very dangerous, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, it's just hearing Rosie Jones act the way she is. She's coming across entitled. I personally wouldn't have wanted to work with her. I'd be scared. The deepest breath I give out could offend, perpetually offended. Yeah, you know, comedy's not a place for perpetually offended, to be honest. You've got to realise that when you come to a platform like it, you will hear various levels of offensive material, and it's your handling that makes the day. If you go, wah, 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 no, it's not welcome, absolutely not. But yeah, I mean, as I say, my time has come, my time has gone, and I'm not going to try and pretend my time is still existing in any way. Trespassers in the railway, oh no. But as I say, I am aware my time has come, my time has gone, and I'm not going to try and revisit it. You know, I've learned a lot, and to be honest, the way life is now, I mean, since 2019 I've been doing back shift work, and by the time back shift work is finished that night, it's just after 10, and then by the time I get to a venue, the venue's closed. Or if it's a bar, you turn up at the bar and everyone's left, and the only thing that's available is drink. So yeah, anyway folks, I think I'll head off now. Thanks for listening to me. I'm disappointed to see the way Rosie's behaving. It's very entitled and it's very Chief versus Indians type thing. But yeah, anywho folks, hopefully it'll get back to a place where fun was had every time. But anywho, catch you later.